back to my channel. Today I have a mid-March message for all of the Sagittariuses out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single every single Sagittarius out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual coach, and a sound healing practitioner. Without further ado, Sagittarius, let's dive right into your mid-March message. So Sagittarius, we are starting out with poised. I love this. Spirit of gratitude. Scorpio just had this card as the heart of their reading. So if you have Scorpio anywhere in your chart, you're going to want to take a look at that one. And Spirit of the river, movement toward adventure. Okay. All right. So we are going to start out at the heart of your reading, Sagittarius, with Spirit of gratitude. What this card actually represents, and I'm going to put this up close because I want you to really see this. So the Spirit of gratitude, what this really means is this is about you really building a relationship with Spirit. Notice how in the background you see an ear here. So what this picture is, it's a picture of a lotus on top of the crown chakra. So what this truly ultimately represents is your communication with Spirit and building a clearer relationship with Spirit, and understanding that whatever messages you receive from Spirit, those are the exact messages. That is what you are meant to hear, and that is what they are saying. It's about expressing gratitude and building a greater and a stronger sense of communication with the divine. I feel that this month, it's really about you having this deep sense of gratitude and connection to Spirit as it communicates with you and provides you with the answers that you seek here. The poised card here truly represents a message of you being ready. It's about bringing something to light and being confident, being at your best. And I feel that this is important because I feel that whatever you are, you're communing with the divine, you're communing with Spirit, it's actually preparing you. I feel that you feel ready, that as the months have gone here, Sagittarius, you feel ready to be reborn. You feel so much better about, and you have a lot more confidence. And as you continue to build that relationship with yourself and your higher self and your guides and your angels and your ancestors and the divine, the more answers you receive on what the next steps are. And I want to point out that it's important that you recognize there are going to be up and downs. Life isn't steady, right? And our emotions are not steady. And so with the Spirit of the river, what this means is that now that you are in a position where you feel a lot more confident and you've built this great connection to the divine, and you're grateful for where you are, and you're grateful for what you've accomplished and what you've learned, you're now ready to move towards adventure, which is change. You're allowing and you're trusting of whatever comes about. See, the beauty of the Spirit of the river is that sometimes there are high waves, there's rough waters, sometimes things can be calm and can be very still. And it's really about adapting to that. And it's about understanding that when you go with the flow and you don't resist what comes, your experience of that will be easier. It won't be as challenging or as hard as it would be if you would just, if you fought it, you see what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and dive into the tarot here and see what additional, okay, this one wanted to come out. So we have the Page of Swords here. I feel that it's important for you to understand that, you know, you've been doing a lot of healing and a lot of growing and a lot of learning. And I see that in the past here with this Page of Swords. You've learned a lot from your past experiences. And understand that those past experiences have taught you how to be able to go with the flow and move in the direction. And look at that. Just as I said, go with the flow, we get the Wheel of Fortune, which is about, you know, things are now going to be moving in a different direction and more in your favor. Now, understand here that we cannot manipulate the wheel. The wheel moves constantly. And if we try to manipulate it or resist it in any way, that's when we experience struggle. We experience struggle when we are resisting what is. And that is why it is so important here, Sagittarius, that you go with the flow. Remember, no matter what comes up, no matter what you face, no matter what challenges, obstacles, whatever you face, you know how to get through it. This Page of Swords truly says that you're ready to face it head on. You have the knowledge, you have the skills and the know-how on how to overcome it. And now it's just a matter of going with the flow, allowing things to be. With the Knight of Wands here, this is about being passionate and going forward, being courageous, being brave, and just pushing through. And understanding here that with the Eight of Wands, it's really about what you communicate, how you communicate to yourself and to the divine on your experiences and what you're desiring is truly ultimately what it wants you to understand here. Now, I feel that because this Eight of Wands is in reversed, I feel that things will move in the beginning, it almost feels like things right now are really moving slow. It's almost, you might be experiencing right now that you feel that you're not getting enough messages from your guides or your angels. But here's the thing. The thing with the Knight of Wands is that a lot of times it represents inconsistent energy here, okay? It is important, Sagittarius, that you become focused on your greatest desire, that you charge forward, that you take action towards that. Recognize that when you're creating a pathway or a line to the divine or your team, whatever you want to call it, you have to be consistent. You can't start and then stop and then start and then stop, because then it feels like the information that you're getting is inconsistent, right? This is about you building a very clear channel. As we move on to the King of Pentacles with the Three of Cups here, what this is saying is that, you know, the King of Pentacles is a giver. It is someone who has knowledge, has the resources, the means to share his wealth, and he naturally does that. He is naturally very giving. He's a generous person. The thing with the King of Pentacles, though, here is that its ultimate message is that you have to make the most out of what you have. And I feel this is important, right? So again, making the most out of what you have is representative of not going against the flow, not resisting, right? Because I feel like if you can allow yourself to just make the most out of what you are experiencing or what you have, then you will be able to embrace that, right? The Three of Cups is about celebrating and about, you know, sharing that with other individuals who can celebrate with you. The Three of Cups speaks about a sense of community and love and joy and celebration in accomplishing something. And I feel this is important for you, Sagittarius. I feel that you need that camaraderie with other individuals because you want to be able to share your wins, and you need that sense of encouragement. So let's dive a little bit deeper here. Let's see what else Spirit has for you here. Okay, this one wanted to fall out. So we have, look at this, the King of Wands right off the bat here with the Page of Swords. So the King of Wands is a very confident entrepreneurial energy. It is an energy of someone that is going to go for it with gusto. I don't know why I said that, but that's literally what I heard in my head here. I feel that, you know, it's important for you to walk away here with this Eight of Cups. It's important for you to walk away from the desire or the need to constantly fight something or see things as a challenge, you know, because the Eight of Cups really speaks about recognizing your worth and knowing that you deserve better because you deserve to be happy. And you're willing to walk away from the things that no longer support you or that no longer make you feel worthy, okay? The King of Wands is the king of the soul. He does things because it aligns him with his soul purpose. It makes him happy. It inspires him. And in that aspect, as it inspires him and he works towards that, it encourages and motivates others because others see his actions and now want to take those actions. So I feel this is important for you here, Sagittarius. We now have the Five of Wands. So understand that, you know, it's going to take some work on your part. And understand that when you sort of want to, when you struggle with your consistency in how you are building that communication with the divine here, Sagittarius, understand that it's really about you working towards a common goal. And what's that common goal, right? I guess that's what you have to ask yourself. What is the common goal? And the common goal should always be, you know, working towards something that is in alignment for that of your highest good and the highest good of all. Now, interestingly enough, you got the Knight of Pentacles here. And again, remember, with this Knight of Wands, okay, remember I said the Knight of Wands tends to be very inconsistent energy. But the one thing about the Knight of Pentacles is that the Knight of Pentacles is consistent. So you're really going to need to work on your consistency. You need to work on how do you need to communicate to yourself here, Sagittarius, on being consistent, because the Knight of Pentacles is loyal. It is very loyal to its goals, and it knows that the more attention and focus it puts on its goals, the better his future will become. His future will be secure and stable. Understand that the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight of the deck, but it is also looked at long term, right? So this is about you making sure that the actions that you take are actions that will benefit you in the long run. Okay, so it's important for you to recognize that here, Sagittarius. Now, moving on, we have the Seven of Cups with the King of Pentacles. So the Seven of Cups really speaks about making conscious choices. It's about being consciously aware about what it is that you truly, I feel, desire. And I think the important thing for you to recognize here, Sagittarius, is that if we know that the King of Pentacles here is making the most out of his assets, then the Seven of Emotions is, the Seven of Cups is really about knowing that one of his greatest assets is his intuition, his link to the divine. right? You are building, you are in this spirit of gratitude where you are communing with the divine. You are building a stronger line of communication with the divine and your higher self. And I feel that when you can be consistent in your practices on how you bring forward that information and how you go with the flow instead of resisting what is, then you will be very clear on the choices that you make. And the Seven of Cups really speaks about not allowing outside confusion to confuse you on what choice to make. When your communication line is crystal clear to the divine, there is no doubt, no confusion, nothing there that will ultimately prevent you from making the right choice. There are no mistakes, okay? Next, we have the Tower card with the Three of Cups. Okay, so understand here that the Tower, so many people get terrified of the Tower here, Sagittarius, but the Tower truly represents change, and I look at it as divine change. It is divine intervention, okay? The Tower card represents the changes that you need to ultimately make in your life in order to create the type of bliss that you want. One of the big things about the Tower is that you can look at it one of two ways. You can look at it as destruction, or you can look at it as enlightenment. How you choose to view it is how you will ultimately experience it. So, Sagittarius, this is your message for this mid-month. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Bye, guys.